Good day, class. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And again, this time around, we are going to be looking at biology. So I want you to really pay attention to everything that I'm going to be treating in this series of biology class. And you pay rapt attention so that you will not miss out, because this introductory part of biology, you have to be very attentive so that the subsequent topics that we are going to be covering, you'll be following step by step. Okay. So now, we are going to be looking at the introductory part now. So let's consider the introduction to the world of biology. Now, biology is a very, very relevant subject in the world of science. If you check, there are about three very important subjects. I'm not saying other subjects are not important, but there are three important, very important subjects, non-negotiable subjects in the world of science, and they include biology, physics, and chemistry. So we are going to focus on the biology part now. Okay. Now, the word biology was derived from two Greek words. And what are they? They are bios and logos. Now, the word bios means life. Then the word logos means study. So hence, it's very, very correct to say that biology is the study of life. And of course, in a simple way, can we also say that biology is the study of living organisms? Of course, yes. Why? Because anything that has life in it is said to be called a living thing. Okay? So we can also say that biology is the study of living things or living organisms, as the case may be. In the world of biology, instead of using things, they often use organisms. That's why in your SS1, you get to know that they will be talking about living organisms, and then they will say the living organisms that we have are divided into two broad parts, though, and then there are the plants and the animals. Of course, you ought to know that plants are considered as living things as well as animals. Okay, so now, how do you know something that is actually living? Of course, that thing is supposed to have life in it. That's it. And there are some certain features or characteristics that something would need to possess in order to say that indeed that thing is a living thing. And the characteristics is there is a mnemonic for it. And that mnemonic is called Mr. Ninja Mr. Ninja card. Then we were taught that it was Mr. Ninja T. But of recent, they have changed it now to Mr. Ninja card. And each of these letters, they represent something in the world of biology. The first M here, M, represents movement. Okay? And then arrow, the next arrow represents respiration. Okay? Then N, this one represents nutrition. Okay? Then I represents irritability. Now, it's either you call it irritability or you call it sensitivity. Okay? And then we have G. G stands for growth. And then I, or rather E, stands for excretion. Okay? Then R stands for reproduction. Reproduction. Then C. C stands for competition. Okay? Then A stands for adaptation. Then, of course, lastly, D stands for death. So one thing, that big biology textbook that gets you scared, like when you go the textbook, you are kind of scared. Now, everything about those textbooks, big voluminous textbooks, they are actually made up of these characteristics of living organisms, majorly. Now, everything about the world of biology is about the characteristics of living organisms, because biology studies what? Living organisms. Do you understand the point? So that's just it. So we are going to be taking it one step at a time. And then in the next video, I'll be showing you on how you can actually know the different branches of biology and their various studies. Since we say that biology has to do with the study of life, of course, we have to know the different parts of living organisms and then their various